Hey folks, Ross Campbell here. This is the first of many, I guess, LexDAO guides on how to deploy smart contracts. Today we're going to start with basic deployment, and we're going to use a browser-based development environment called Remix. To get started, I assume most people already have a MetaMask wallet. You can download it to your internet browser at metamask.io. I also assume people know how to get testnet Ether in order to make transactions on an Ethereum testnet. To do that, I'll show real quickly. There is a faucet for the Rinkeby testnet at faucet.rinkeby.io. To sort of get my loot, to get my Ether, I'm going to post to Twitter. And this is sort of an anti-spam feature. And I'm going to delete this pretty quickly after posting and verifying with the faucet. Give me my ETH. Gonna get a big chunk in a few seconds. I'm gonna leave that up just for demonstrative purposes so people can kind of follow this along. Okay, so now that I have my Rinkeby ETH, I've shilled a bit. Let's actually do a smart contract deployment. So at LexDAO, we maintain a bunch of very simple smart contracts, mostly for lawyer eyes, but I think, generally minimalist smart contracts are, fun for everybody as learning tools. So we're going to do a basic ERC20 token deployment today. ERC20 tokens are, so-called fungible tokens. They are all alike. They're not unique identifiers, unlike an NFT smart contract. So you might have ERC20s represent reputation. You might also have them represent company shares or sort of DAO voting instruments. But let's first go to, like I show, the Lex Corpus repo. Let's go to my token, and then let's click on this thing called base token, which is our sort of minimal, vanilla ERC20 contract. Let's just copy and paste this by first going into the raw text file, Control A, Control C, go to Remix browser. Okay, remix.ethereum.org. Let's boot that right back up. I still have my token code in my clipboard. Let's create a new, let me get out of that folder. A new file. Let's call this test.sol. Enter, copy and paste my base token. Cool, that's 37 lines. Now, Remix has a couple of, gizmos that can be confusing, but for our purposes, we just care about the file and then this sort of icon, which allows us to compile that code and see if it works. Okay, cool. It seems to show the contract compiled here. There might be a couple flags. Oh yeah, I don't have any contract instances to interact with. What I just did here was I switched my my environment, which is sort of the chain I'll deploy to the testnet that I'm logged into on my MetaMask. Cool, cool, cool. Base token, boom. Let's deploy this. And I'm not sure if I showed this, but just to do it again, I brought the compiler up to the latest version. Our base token kind of has a caret that says anything above 0.80 is good to go. The reason why I'm compiling above 0.80 is that this latest kind of upgrade to Solidity allows us to have something called embedded safe math. We can cover that on kind of later lessons, but for our purposes, it's just a good thing to have for security. All right, let's deploy it. I then sign the transaction. I'm going to push this to the Rinkeby testnet. Remix gives us a sort of log of the transaction. I can actually also see this in my MetaMask wallet. Cool, cool, cool. Contract deployment. That is still loading on their browser. I mean, I should say their Explorer, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm going to show how to verify this contract on Etherscan so that the public can kind of look at the code, see what's going on, and feel comfy. There's also a very basic sort of DApp that Etherscan provides for verified code, and I think that's a great incentive. I do a lot of my smart contract calls through Etherscan actually. So hopefully people followed that. I just basically reflected all the stuff I just did in Remix and then copy and pasted the code, verify and publish. Great, great, great. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome, that's verified. What can I actually do with this? Well, per the code, I received the initial sort of allocation of 100 tokens. Let's read this. The total supply is 100 tokens in Y, and this is a unit account that we'll go into in later lessons. It's kind of confusing at this moment, but anyways, this was super brief, and this should show you how to copy and paste a Solidity file into Remix. No downloads necessary, other than, of course, the MetaMask wallet, and then how to go A to B in deploying that same smart contract. Until next time.